So today we're celebrating Black History Month with the classic, Smothered Pork Chops. And if that intrigued your interest, go ahead and take a screenshot of all the ingredients, please. So for this recipe, I'm using boneless pork chops, but of course if you guys like the bone-in, you could use that as well. And we're just going to go ahead and season our pork chops with a little bit of garlic salt, some dry parsley, and some Italian seasoning. And we're also going to add a little bit of ground paprika. And we're just going to give that a little mix until it's all incorporated. And onto a pan, we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of olive oil. And we're also going to add around 1 tablespoon or so of butter. We're going to let that melt. And we're going to transfer all our pork chops to that pan. And just make sure to cook both sides. And while that cooks, let's get started on our veggies. So we're going to dice up a couple garlic cloves, around 6, and 1 whole onion. You could do 2 onions if you want more onion, but I just did 1 onion. So as you can see, our pork chops are pretty much brown on both sides. So we're going to take them out onto a plate. And in the same pan, we're going to add another tablespoon of butter, and we're going to transfer all our onions and our garlic, and we're going to give that a little mix. And while we're doing this, we're getting all the drippings from the bottom of the pan. And we're going to add probably around 3 tablespoons or so of either flour or cornstarch if you have that. And we're also going to give it a couple dashes of horchata sauce and a little bit of slap ya mama. Now, as you can see, I have 2 cups of bone broth measured, but if you don't have bone broth, chicken broth is fine, or even water with some chicken bouillon. But we're only going to add a little bit of that broth first. Why? Because we're trying to scrape all those bits that you could see at the bottom of the pan. Those are not burnt bits. That's flavor. We want that. That's what's going to give our gravy the flavor and the color. So once we've incorporated all of those bits into the onions and everything else, we can go ahead and throw in the remainder of the broth. We're going to give that a little mix. And just for some color, I added a splash of half and half, probably around like 2 tablespoons or so. And we're going to give that one more mix. And the final seasoning will be some black pepper, just for that little added spice. And we're gonna just keep stirring it just until it thickens. As you can see, it's coming off the spoon. And at this point, we're gonna go ahead and transfer our pork chops back into that sauce. And we're gonna finish letting these pork chops cook in here, probably 20 to 30 minutes. That way that the gravy thickens and the pork chops get nice and tender. And they're all done. Of course, I went ahead and I plated these up with a little bit of mashed potatoes and veggies and called it a day. These came out so good, guys. And as we celebrate Black History Month, let's remember the flavors and the stories that unite us. Thank you for all the love and support. Take care, stay safe, and as always, be kind to one another. Bye, guys.